Hi everyone, just want to welcome you to your module number 4 for ME83, Computational Mechanical Engineering Lab. So topics for your module 4. So within module 4, you're going to be completing your lab number 3, and this lab is going to be titled Mesh Dependence. So you're going to be submitting this assignment the same way you submitted assignment 1, assignment 2, lab 1 and lab 2 through Blackboard. Now your due date for this lab number 3, this has been posted to Blackboard already, and it will be due on Sunday the 19th by the end of the day. Now, just a reminder, with this course, there are mandatory recitation hours. So these recitation hours are scheduled for Tuesdays from 5:05 p.m. till 5:55 p.m. on Teams. Now, these are mandatory, and this is going to be your opportunity to meet with your other classmates and your team members, ask any questions, work through your homework assignments, and get together and work on your group project for the end of the semester. So now let's take a look at the details for our Module 4. So within our Module 4, we're going to be completing your third lab, which is going to be dealing with mesh dependent. So in this assignment, a cantilever beam geometry is going to be created using a SolidWorks simulation. So you'll still be going through another tutorial within SolidWorks going through this simulation. Now within this tutorial, a variety of mesh densities are going to be generated and then evaluated for a given set of boundary conditions. Now we want to kind of take a look at the model's dependency on the mesh size. In order to do that, what we're going to be doing is looking at the maximum von Mises stress, and this is going to be monitored, which is then going to characterize the model's dependency on that mesh size. Now for your deliverable for this assignment, it's going to be the same as before. I'm asking you to turn in either a Word document or a PDF document. And a lot of times on Blackboard, it does seem like this PDF document works a little bit better when you're uploading it. So you're going to be generating that through SolidWorks, and that will be what you're going to be turning in as the deliverable for this assignment. Now, as you're going through and completing your lab number 3, there's going to be some questions you have to answer, and some of them have to do with this idea of grid insensitivity. So I put a little note here to help you as you're completing this assignment that after the maximum stress no longer changes as you do further grid refinement, this is when the solution is said to be grid insensitive. Now there are some other documents I provided on Blackboard with some more information on grid insensitivity, so I do encourage you to go back through Blackboard and take a look at all those materials that I have provided. So now I want to go over the objectives for this module number 4. So within this module, you're going to be completing your third lab, which is this cantilever beam lab. And before you start the lab, I would highly encourage you to take a look at that grading rubric. Understand exactly what you'll be grading and how it breaks down. Then you're going to be generating a report for this lab number 3, same as you've done for your first 2 labs, answering any questions, which part of those questions go back to this topic of grid insensitivity. And you'll also be submitting this the same way you have submitted your first 2 assignments through Blackboard, which again, I do recommend saving this as a PDF document to upload through Blackboard. Now also, I want to remind you here of your required readings and viewings. So please do read through all the materials that I provided for this module on Blackboard, as well as the materials from the previous modules as well. So now I want to take a look at our semester schedule, talk about what we've completed, what we have going on this week, and what we have coming up later in the semester. So you can see we have completed these first 3 modules, modules 1, modules 2, and module 3. Corresponding with weeks 1, 2, and 3 of the semester, we've dealt with our first 2 labs, Lab 1 and Lab 2, which has been the analysis of a part and analysis of an assembly. So now we are on to our Module 4, which is going to span over 2 weeks, weeks 4 and 5 of the semester. We're taking a look at this topic of mesh dependence. So again, your homework that's going to be assigned is this Lab 3 dealing with mesh dependence, and this is going to be due on the 19th by the end of the day, as all assignments are due at the end of the day on Sunday.